Hello everybody. This is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. I hope you are having a wonderful afternoon. Today I am making a few arrangements to go in our front cooler. And so I know that I had several people ask about me making flower arrangements in Oasis all the time. And yes, for you, very often I make arrangements in Oasis. And that's because when you make a large arrangement, most often I use Oasis to make larger, showier arrangements. Well, today I'm going to make a vase arrangement for you. This is just a clear glass vase. We use this one often. It's kind of a little square, but it has a smaller mouth, which is wonderful. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with a hydrangea. This is called a unicorn hydrangea, and it is actually a dyed hydrangea, but you can't really tell. It's really more of an antique look, and it's just the prettiest hydrangea. We love them, especially this time of year. So I took all the foliage off. Oh, and I need that garbage can, please, sir. So I'm gonna cut this hydrangea, and I'm tucking it right down into this vase. We call this, my mind went blank a minute ago, we call it a Rosy Posy vase. That's just the brand, that's just what the company calls it. And so it's one of our favorites to work with. Thank you, Owen. So I'm going to take these hydrangeas and I'm removing all the foliage. And I am just cutting them short, and I'm sitting them right on the lip of this vase. So what that's going to do for me is it's going to make a grid, but isn't that a pretty grid? This is such a pretty hydrangea. So next I'm going to come in. I've got some butter stock or lemon stock. I always call it butter because to me it's less lemon and more butter colored. So I'm going to take this stock and I'm just stripping that foliage, and I'm just going to tuck it right down into this arrangement. Now you always, when working in a glass vase with water, you always want to strip the foliage off. You don't want the foliage to fall below the water line. Next, I'm going to come in with a few Astros. This is just a really pretty pink Astro. You've seen me work with Astros before, and I really like an Astro, and I like them because they're long lasting and they just hold up so well in flower arrangements. So just like the stock, I'm just stripping that foliage right off, and I'm tucking those Astros right in. The thing I love about this hydrangea is it really just looks more like an antique hydrangea. You don't know that it's a dyed hydrangea. Now a lot of times you do know they're dyed, but this one, for some reason, they really did a great job on this one. I am not a huge fan of dyed flowers, but this one really makes me happy. These are just a large-headed yellow rose. So I'm going to tuck those kind of deep down into this arrangement. That yellow just makes it look so springy to me. Okay. And then I have a few yellow tulips. Now, one thing you want to remember about tulips is they will continue to grow. So when you arrange with tulips, you want to actually cut them a little shorter than you normally would any other flower, and it's because it's going to elongate. It's going to keep growing, which is the most interesting thing to me. But it does. It just keeps growing in this water. These are a mum, just kind of a plum colored mum, and they just make me so happy. They look a lot like a dahlia. And I really thought they would be pretty in this arrangement because that hydrangea has a little bit of that purple on it. So I thought I would tuck a couple of those down in there. I've got a little Queen Anne's lace just to give us a little bit of a different texture. And I'm going to tuck one back here in the back. Turn that around so you can see it. I love Queen Anne's lace. I like the texture and it's really pretty. It's really pretty. All right, and then lastly, I'm going to add just a little bit of filler flour. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't put a whole lot of greenery. I didn't put any greenery in this arrangement. I don't really think it's necessary. Now, you can absolutely put greenery if you want to, but I think it's just pretty as just a, as Dr. Del Prince would say, a southern wad, just kind of just a round mounded arrangement. Now, just to add just a little bit of fun, I'm going to take a couple of these little billy balls and tuck them down in there just because they're so sweet and fun. And see how simple and easy this arrangement went together? I mean, it was so easy. And that's the reason I really like to use a hydrangea as my base, because that hydrangea does a beautiful grid. So I'm going to turn it all the way around. This, I think, would be the front of my arrangement. But see, it's pretty all the way around. So it could go as a dining table arrangement. It could go just about anywhere. Guys, thank you so much for being here this afternoon. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It's always nice when your friends get to see it. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and we also have a blog, and our blog is flowers by the bunch that has dashes in between.com. Thanks, guys. We'll see you all real soon.